So we start the scene up with Iron Man asking Cap, did you know he killed my mother? Fuck the father. Did you know he killed my mother? And that sly little yes he delivered instantly returned me to light Yagami. No, scratch that. I don't need no book. My hands themselves need to taste that blood as I'm fucking him up. It's mandatory. You mean you knew he... I get that he was mind controlled, but it's up to me if I want to crash out regardless of that information. Now, we all know what this phase means when you receive information you don't like. You're done. He gave himself a couple of seconds to digest the information he just received, then serve Cap the backhand he deserved, only to be interrupted by the main target. Like, hold on, wait a second, wait your turn, you're next. I'm not finna forget you. He scooped Bucky up in the air like them birds when they see free eats. Kurva! Then dropped him straight to the ground on his back, pinning his one special feature underneath his foot. Deadass is bullying him, but you know Captain America can't allow Iron Man to get his ones with Winter Soldier. You know they have to jump him, you know. It's like mandatory with these two. Cap decided to get re-involved in the fight, cracking Tony in the back of the head with his shield. He can't kill Winter Soldier, but you could potentially give him brain damage? I guess. Cap had his brain bouncing around like this. After this fight, Bucky better be on his knees kissing Captain America patriotic ones, because Tony almost took this man's face off his head. If Tony Blast made contact, his face been looking like this. Now, I don't know if Iron Man didn't see Captain America as a threat or if he seen him as a friend, because he wasn't trying to hurt him. He just kept subduing him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, after the first shield shot to the back of my head, I'm going crazy. I'm going off. Throwing vibranium at the back of a nigga's skull is crazy work. Yeah, I did backhand you. I apologize for that. But let me shoot my ones off, please. Nah, that. I'm not asking. Cap came in like a linebacker bashing his shield into Tony's chest. Stark just jumped back into action, hitting with that bitch. If you don't sit your ass down, and it worked. Look how you had Cap. That's a sad position to find yourself in. Ass first, sliding on the floor is crazy. Tony turned this into a game of shuffleboard. Then, like he was a second thought, just placed some restraints on him. I guess you're letting Cap know we're still friends, kind of, even though you're trying to hold me for my ones. Bucky came in with a swift little uppercut, like he was Canelo, but did no damage. Cap was over there giving you openings, but you're not utilizing them. Tony simply hemmed his ass out like he was a misbehaving child. They took him on a trip to the sky, then pinned him mad aggressively against some machinery, trying to recreate the attempted murder scene that Cap stopped. But this time, Bucky didn't need any help. He grabbed Tony's gauntlet and crushed it himself. But that didn't matter to Tony. He's a billionaire genius crash out. He had another weapon and upped it in a split second.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
It was a mini rocket that Bucky was able to redirect. But looking at the size of that explosion, if Tony did utilize that rocket while he was still right in front of him, he would have died as well. He was like, that everybody's dying,
me included.
He dead was trying to pull a Chiatsu. Anything for the dub, anything for the get back. Cap is over there still eager to get back into the squabble. Cap over there fighting harder than the people mad about the Black Samurai and Assassin's Creed. Half of them know damn well they haven't bought Assassin's Creed in a minute. They give us a cinematic shot from the ground up of Iron Man just beating the shit out of Winter Soldier, hitting him with that combination. That's a level of hatred I have yet to experience in my life, and I hope I never do. It took the building literally falling apart to separate Tony and Bucky. Captain America was adamant Bucky's getting out of there. He told this man to run, then jump right in front of Iron Man like he finna hold the fort down. He was truly trying to embody Gandalf the Grey.
You shall not pass!
Cap was still trying to talk Tony out of it, but this man was treating him like he was a non-factor in the fight and attempted to fly past him. Now, this is where, to me, Cap is a part of the fight. I'm fighting you now, just like I'm trying to fight him. He fucked up the Scarlet Booster ones. That boot had to be at least a cool 10 million. And I know his 1940s, I didn't have my wallet on me when I was frozen, as don't have $10 million to replace the boots. But Tony just destroys the wall, separating himself from him. See, me personally, I would've used the lasers on him a little bit. Not a lot, a little bit, because we still need it for the war. This nigga hates Bucky so much, even with a compromised flight system, he was still trying to fly to catch up to Bucky. And he did, kicking that man into the wall the moment he caught it with him. But where in the fuck did Captain America come from? Like, oh, I see this man backflipping in the air, utilizing his shield to protect Bucky. Where did you come from? Look how it had him. Man was over there groaning like he was a couple seconds away from meeting his mother. Cap once again told Bucky to leave. This time, instead of talking, he chose to get active. Now that 1940s really started to seep out. He wrapped a wire around Tony's neck and jumped down with no fear or care for his own well-being, nor Tony's, because this man's back bounced off a metal platform. Like, didn't Rhodey get paralyzed in this very movie? And with his aimbot cooked, he didn't let that stop him. If he can't hit him, he could hit that big ass target and blew the door shut, sending good old Bucky back to the platform. Then the mask went back on because it was hunting time. It was a good thing he put the mask back on, because what he didn't know, and I didn't know either, this man Bucky was a former MLB player or something. Tony tried to use that backhand from earlier, but Bucky must have seen it and ducked underneath it. Bucky tried to utilize that pole once more, but Tony just hit him with that gimme that shit, turn him around and hit him with that good old fashioned baby boy sleeper. Had that man nice and snug with that shit. Then Tony had to whisper in his ear real quick before he tried to utilize Charizard assignment toss. But it's a good thing Captain America is low-key a fan of the rated R superstar because he caught that man Iron Man with a perfect spear. If I did rate it, 10 out of 10 should try again. Sent them all crashing to the ground below. Now finally Tony got tired of this Captain America, and I can't blame him. Stop interrupting my ones, please. This man Captain, you know, whipped up the generic sayings. Doing this won't bring her back.
Brother,
How did he rebuttal? Shut up, gonna throw some hands. And then jump straight at him with a Superman punch, making some visible contact. But this man Cap made his own rebuttal, rocking Tony a wee bit. But Tony came back in for his own. But somehow Cap sees him in that good old fashioned sleeper hold while he was trying to pull his mask off. You are not MJ and he is not Spider-Man. Tony uses blasters to break him from the sleeper hold, propelling them both back some before trying to utilize some ground and pound. But Cap dodged the first one. We cut to Bucky sorry ass, and his mind went straight back to jumping. And hands up, I can't blame him because we cut back to what Bucky was seeing, and Tony is just hammering away on top of Cap. Bucky, shield in hand, from the top rope to Tony's back, knocked him down. Tony's locked in though, giving him no time. He released a blast, but it was blocked. Still not stopping him, he stood to sleep Bucky. He was so focused he didn't see the slide shield path that he did to Cap. Bucky weaved Iron Man punch to deliver one of his own, actually making Tony look up a little bit at the ceiling, kicking him in the stomach. Then like he needed help, Cap came in and smacked Tony in the face with the shield. Then the real deal jumping commenced. They had this man Tony working overtime with their A1 teamwork until Tony blasted away Cap, once again getting his ones with Bucky. Tony served him a nicely seasoned two-piece and was gonna wash it down with an elbow, but Bucky blocked it. Tony was trying to end it by whipping out a blast that sounded similar to Godzilla's breath attack, but Bucky was in control of Tony's arm, so it wasn't actually useful. Bucky punched Tony in the chest like he was trying to give him asthma. Bucky was like, "You miss your mother so much? I'm gonna reunite you with her." That must have been a good ass punch because Tony stumbled backwards. Bucky started feeling himself because he pinned Tony against the wall, hand on his face mad aggressively, while fingering his whole socket of his chest, trying to shatter his arc reactor, until Tony made his arm go bye-bye with a chest flash. But you know Tony had to be disrespectful, so he blasted him again. Cap didn't like that, not one bit. After blocking Tony's laser, he trapped this man in an infinite ass beat. Even his suit was like,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
that was until he used his smarts, analyzing Cap's fight pattern. Then dog walked him, caught the shield, blasted it away. He didn't need it anymore. Blocked his punch, then sent him away with a blast. But he wasn't done yet. He flew over there, stomach shot, elbow. Look at his face after that elbow. You know he's second guessing the decision to help Bucky. Another uppercut into a laxative had them both on their knees. Well, one was on his back. This nigga Cap kept talking about something. He's my friend. Tony hit him with that. I was too. Before dogging him out. Then picked him up like trash, tossing him aside. But again, that was a mistake, because that mistake cost him the fight. We all know how the fight ends now. Cap wins. Hey, I guess defend your friend.